Welcome everybody to a new video of the GT650. I'm going to get the second service done for this bike. Sorry, not the second service, it's the general checkup for the 5000 kilometer. Nothing much, they just need to do the oil level check and the chain slack and check if there's any updates for the ECU and get it done. So the video is going to be about that. So it's been long since I made videos because of the GoPro setup I wanted the mic adapter, which I have now, and I can make I don't need to do the audio mixing, record it from an iPhone and sync it. So this is how the bike looks. I've completed 5000 kilometers now. I went on long rides to Dhanushkodi, etc. So the bike has been holding up well without any issues. I'll just tell you guys the small modifications I've done. I've removed the mud flap. I've installed the tail tidy. This is the Himalayan tail light, which is blacked out completely, and it looks as if it's made for the GT650. Honestly, everybody keeps asking about it. And of course the accessories which I bought with the bike, and I removed the visor, the front visor, and installed this Zana headlight grill. This is a mixed feelings with this guard, so I might change it in the future. I'm thinking of something else for a slick setup. So let's not waste time and just start up and just go to the service center for the checkup, and I'll let you guys know what all they change and how much does it cost and more details, whatever I can get. And also I'm planning to change the oil to modal, and it's better to get the checkup done and then change the oil, because they might top up the oil if I use the modal, and then I don't want the RE oil mixed with it. It's not bad, the oil is average, but modal is way better. I have a lot of friends in my riding group using modal and they go by it. So I already bought the oil, so I need to get the oil filter, which is hard because RE doesn't sell it at the counter. So I'll figure something out. I don't know place. So let's see how it goes. I was in no way trying to race the bike. I just wanted to. This is the only road where it can actually open up. There might be a speed radar ahead, so I can't do that as well. No way racing that. No sequels. It's been 5000 kilometers and the bike has been just butter. Like, there has been no issues, no niggles, apart from the first service, normal checkup I have not visited the service center. No complaints, and I'm used to this riding position. At start I was a bit worried since I was riding the ZMR, but since it's more upright, but I got used to this in a matter of 200-300 kilometers. But I've been riding with the Interceptors to Dhanushkodi and places like that. I have no issues doing about 800 kilometers a day. No issues at all. Slipper clutch really comes in handy. There was supposed to be a speed gun back there, but it's not so good enough. Hayabusa running by a square with no helmets and no gears. Typical. Typical. I'm taking a bit of a longer route. Traffic should be less at this route rather than the crowded other one, which is shorter. So the oil I'm gonna be using for this bike is the Model, fully synthetic, ester based. I think it's 10W40. They don't change it at the Royal Enfield Center, so you need to find some other place, a trusted mechanic who can do it. And while you're doing that, you need to replace the oil kit as well. Come on. No. So as I said, I had no issues riding the GT for long rides, about 800 kilometers a day. The main thing you guys need to know is, when you ride it, don't put the whole weight on the handlebar. That's the first mistake people do when they take test rides, and they get immediate pain on their wrist and arms, and they say, no, this is not the bike, and they go for the Interceptor. So the main thing you need to do is hold your thighs tight to the tank and just give minimal weight to your wrist. That's it, and you and the bike become just one. It's amazing, really. But I think if you ride the GT, you need to hit the gym a lot, because physique matters. Your body should be used to the weight and the posture to have a bit of a strong back. I think people who are jumping between Interceptor and Continental thinking what to buy, it's better to get a test, not a test ride, rent a bike for a day or two, go for a long ride, and then decide. I think that's better, because I've seen guys both ways. People who bought the Interceptor and thought that I should have bought the GT, and people who have bought the GT and said, oh, I should have bought the Interceptor. So it's up to each person. Perfect. I never did that on a Mysore road. This road is jam-packed all the time. I don't know how it's empty today. I think there's a cricket match. Ha! Look at this dude. Come on. I really don't get it. How? How can you ride and talk on the phone with one hand, man? That's fucking insane. I'm not gonna make near this guy. The whole reason I put the GPS is because only for this road. Until here I know the route, but the last turning is, yeah, I've humming a couple of times. So. We are here. What the hell is happening? Checkup ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು 5000 ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡೆ ಸುರೇಶ್ ಅವರು. Okay, let's see what holds for the checkup. This is how it looks after the service. It was clean anyway, so they didn't clean it, so they just lubed the chain. I don't preferably like getting the chain lubed from them, but I forgot to tell them, so they did it anyway, so it's okay. It's a messy job, but they do. So I completed the general checkup. Nothing much, everything was in place, but for the interceptors and Continental GT650s, I don't know which month manufacturing, but they are adding a thing called a magnetic a magnetic piece inside the tank. Apparently this helps in the fuel and in the odometer, which was not accurate that much, but mine was still okay from the scratch. And in the start they told me that they're gonna add the magnetic thing, so I asked them why, and they told me this. I told them that I don't have any issues, but they said, so it's mandatory that you have to add it. So, but after checking it, they said that it's not required, as my bike already had it when it came through the production line. So mine is a August 2019 model, so this already has the magnetic. So people who bought it in August or post August don't need to get it changed, but anyways they will double check that. When they entered all the serial number and stuff, they were able to see that it already has, so they didn't change it. And the ECU update, which was done during my first service, so that was not required. So these are the two things when you do a checkup they added, none required. So just a general checkup, chain tighten, adjustment of the slack of the chain, the clutch feels much smoother now. I mean I think they just greased it. That's it, and they lubed my chain and it costed me 330 rupees. Nothing much at the 5000 checkup, it's the 10,000 which is the important now. So as I wanted to change the oil later at a different place, because they don't do it here, because I already bought the motor, they only change it to the RE1, which I don't want to. So I went and asked for the oil filter, and as usual they said that first they said they don't have it in stock, then they saw my face, because come on, they service like at least 10 to 15 650s in a way, and they don't have oil filter. And then they said no, we have it, but there's less stock and we want it, so we aren't going to give it. That's fine. I don't want to argue that much, so I'm going to a new place which one of my friends recommended that they will have it in stock. I'm gonna go there and pick it up and then head home. Time to go home. So in total I spent around 2-3 hours. I collected the fuel filter and the new reflectors which come with the Interceptor and Continental from one of the service spare center here. They had it in stock. Man, that place was crowded. It was so crowded. I think all the Royal Enfield mechanics, not the service centers, but the unofficial mechanics come here to collect the original spare parts. It was so crowded since it's a weekend as well, so somehow managed to get both of them. And it's time to go home. I think I'll get the oil change next week. Riding this bike in the city in choked up traffic is just sad, man. Not meant to do these things. Not a daily commuter at all. Wow. What the fuck, man? Seriously. Exactly why I don't ride in the cities. Moves like this. Learning on a GT650? Haha! Best thing ever, man. Come on. Elbow on a GT650. Crazy can. Oh, the braking in this bike is magic. It's just magic. You want it stop, it will stop. No hustle bustle. Brembo pads, worth it. Worth it. As in the speeding perspective. Why would they be on the flyover? Should be home. Talk to you guys in the next video about cleaning the bike and more details of the cinema coming up.